Every year, every team has veterans fighting to make the roster, and despite the issues in the world, that is no different this year. The Denver Broncos are a young team, but they do have some veterans in a battle for the roster. The situation this year could actually favor the veterans, as teams may look to keep experienced players due to the lack of offseason and preseason. Do these 5 Broncos veterans really have a shot? Demarcus Walker has not been able to crack the lineup for the Broncos ever since he was drafted. Many fans are quick to blame Vance Joseph, but clearly there are issues with Walker as he has struggled with the new coaching staff even. Walker has flashed here and there, but he lacks consistency, and that saw him get benched in 2019. Yes, he got hurt and missed time, but then he was a healthy scratch, showing that he was actually benched. Denver was not happy with the performance of their running backs, and Royce Freeman is a big reason for that. He has failed to live up to that 3rd round pick, with his only success being as a receiver. They need more from Freeman as a runner, and if he can't bring it, then it won't be shocking to see Denver move on and go younger, cheaper, and faster at running back as they look for a more explosive offense. After Bradley Chubb got hurt, Denver was struggling to find someone consistent off the edge opposite Von Miller. That is until Jeremiah Attaochu really stepped up his game. He seems the safest veteran of these 5 players, but his spot isn't secured. If Malik Reed and Derek Tuska step up, then Denver could part ways with the journeyman edge player. Jake Rodgers had his chances helped by Jawan James opting out, and then they dropped with the signing of DeMar Dotson. The 4th tackle spot is his for now, but he has to fight to keep it. There isn't much experience from Rodgers, but he played well in the 2 games at right tackle last year. However, he has shown he can't play the left side, which hurts his viability as a swing tackle option. Lastly, there is Joe Jones, who was the special teams ace, but he has essentially been replaced by Josie Jewell, and unlike Jones, Jewell has shown he can play on defense if needed. Special teams will have to be where Jones earns his spot unless he magically shows up on defense. That hasn't happened in any of the previous years. He seems the one that is farthest from making the roster. Each of these 5 veterans is fighting to make the roster with different degrees of difficulty, Attaochu and Freeman being the easiest, Rodgers in the middle, and Walker and Jones having the hardest path. Will Denver go for more experienced players over youth, or will they continue to get younger and more explosive on both sides of the ball? What happens to these 5 will provide the answer to that question. For Mile High Huddle and Sports Illustrated, I'm Eric Trickle.